I don't know what it's like for most people, but it certainly wasn't like that for me. I mean, I kind of always knew I wanted to be a lawyer, but like I said, it took me 8 years to get through undergrad, so I didn't really want to do any more school.
Were you Van Wilder? Why did it take you 8 years? Wow. Like, what were you doing?
Well, I was traveling, doing speech and debate for the first 4 years.
I bet speech and debate.
And
that's what you.
Is that what you call it? That's what you call it?
That's what we called it. And then the last 4 years, it was truly just figuring out what I wanted to do. And I figured, well, I'll do like media and public relations. And once I started going that route, I was working at City Hall in Walnut for the public information manager's office as an intern. So I was thinking I'll either do that or I'll go into the legal side. And when I graduated, I decided I really wanted to go on the legal side. And so that's kind of what sparked it. And then as I was working there and you know, cheerleading for all the other lawyers about their verdicts and stuff, I started to think, look, if I'm going to go to law school, it's got to be now or never, because my son was just born.
So you had a son and you had a kid already while you went to law school?
I did. My son was a year and a half old when I started.
When did you get married?
2002.
Wow.
Wow. So you were married, you had a
party.
kid. These are the stories that really inspire me, because it's like, I was like a little kid basically when I went to law school. I started law school when I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
I had no obligations, no kids, no girlfriend, no nothing. I had nothing to do but study and go to school. You know what I mean?
I think I was 30 when I started law school.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 20. I graduated when I was 23. I passed the bar.
You graduated law school when you was 23.
Yeah, I graduated law school when I was 23. Again, because I had nothing. I had no obligations, nothing. I just had myself, and I studied like it. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. I mean, if I failed the bar when I took it, I wouldn't. There was no way. There was no way to pass, because I studied literally 15 hours a day for 6 months. When I took the bar exam, I was spitting fire.
Right.
There's no way to pass, no way to fail, right? And I failed, and I passed the first time.
I felt the same way though, because like I said, my son was a year and a half old when I started law school. My daughter was a year and a half old when I finished law school.
Wow.
So I'm going into the bar exam with a family, 2 small kids, and I'm like, I gotta pass the bar first time around so I can get this thing going. But at the same time, starting so much later and having that life experience of, bartending for 10 years and being a dad and being a husband, I think it gave me, I think I go into trials with a different perspective on different things because I have that life experience to draw from.
And I think that's look, when I became a dad and started trying cases, it was a completely different perspective. I mean, just ways to communicate, commonalities with the jury. Mm-hmm. And I feel like when I was telemarketing, cutting grass, these things, you're bartending, you can find certain things, but once you're a parent, there's a whole new level of being able to communicate. Mm-hmm.